10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Trendy Uploads and Streams. Hey guys, how you doing? This is D Durrell with YouTube Uploads and Streams. I'm here once again, ready to entertain with all the upcoming and trendy topics that are going on throughout social media, YouTube, and etc. Today we're going to talk about a reality show, 90 Day Fiance. We're going to talk about one of the more entertaining couples, one that had some level of longevity. We're going to talk about Michael and Angela and their recent separation, or they actually broke up. So what we're going to actually talk about, it was a surprise to me as I was browsing YouTube and I actually saw that they actually decided to break up, and Michael pretty much talked about the reasons why he felt like it was time to move on. Michael has repetitively talked about the mistreatment that Angela has given him, the verbal abuse and also some physical abuse that has come about, the way he treated, talked to her. Actually, in the onset of them getting together and developing their relationship prior to him moving to the States or having the ability to come here, she basically talked to him like a child, was very demeaning. A lot of people that I know that watch the show, particularly black women in general, black people also uh, in general, were very offended at how Angela was treating him like he was a child. Maybe there was some level of mistreating him because she maybe have some level of racism going on, even though she, enjoys, dating a black man per se. And, there's tons of people who show levels of racism, although they are married, they are, have children with someone of the race that they somewhat dislike. So what I want to do is kind of talk about a little bit summary of this particular video and talk about what happened, Angela and Michael.
December of 2023, but February reports came out that you allegedly ran away from Angela because you quote feared for your life. What happened, Michael?
Honestly, let me just put it this way. I got here December 2023, you know, and I was with the family. Honestly, I miss the grandkids, and from now till whenever, if they come up to me, they need any support from me, I'll definitely render it to them. I love them so much and I miss them. I have a lot of plans, to do with them, but it just unfortunate things went the other way, But
Yeah.
I just want to say this, I miss them so much and I love them. The reason why I left Angie house is because it's very, very sad. I feel like I'm I'm an unwanted guest. Like I wasn't treated like I'm a husband, you know. Like I was treated like I'm just a nobody. That's just how I'll put it. It
Yeah.
was. Every day we fight. This, I'm telling you, the river. Every day we fight. We argue. Many things. It's a lot. For me to leave, for me to have left, rather. It was. It had gotten to the point I couldn't just bear it anymore.
Now, let me stop right there because pretty much this kind of showcased the issue in regards to how he was treated. And this was prevalent throughout the various seasons that they were on 90 Day Fiance. They've been on and off on 90 Day Fiance for at least 5 years, and he was treated bad every season. Pretty much every season, on and off. Whether or not one season, you know, uh, they were talking offline, and then she eventually went to Africa, went to Nigeria. She went there for a couple of seasons, and then there was a season, I guess, where he was coming to the States. Then there was a break in between that, and then they, were back and forth. They finally got together. He came back. He came to move here. I remember one season where, she was able to get him a visa to come here, and he's all of a sudden wearing a MAGA hat and waving an American flag and all this other stuff. Then there was issues about whether or not he was a scammer. But she pretty much treated him bad. She did, like he said, he was not treated like a husband. That was an expectation. There was this ridiculous idea of her having children for him at the age of like in her early mid 50s, which to me was ridiculous. But he was pretty much treated real bad, and he kind of talked about it that he couldn't bear it anymore.
And people were saying, "Oh, I have another woman out there. I planned this, and I never planned anything. I don't have any woman here that I'm talking to or dating, and don't have any woman. The only woman I have is was Angie, and that was it. I read online people said a car came to pick me up and all that. Hell no.
Now, it's funny that he stated that because a lot of people actually thought, including myself, that he probably was dating younger women, which I could understand, being that she's like 30 years, 25, 30 years older than he is. I actually think that he probably is lying about this. I do think he had women or continues to see women in Nigeria. I'm not sure if he was dating another American woman. Potentially, I don't think that he's being totally genuine about that. But I actually believe that he was as faithful as he could be when he moved in, and he wanted to make it work. Even though I do think long term he didn't plan to be with her, but I do think he had the intentions of making it work before he just could not bear, her abuse.
Mm.
A car didn't. No car came to pick me up because Angie lives in the countryside. I don't think there's Uber there, like car service or something. You have to have your own individual vehicle to move around the town.
Where did you go?
Well, all I would say is this: I suffered.
What was the final straw? Because we've seen this behavior from Angela in the past in regards to you, and you said you got fed up. You hit.
Now, this is quite obvious. As she stated, we've seen this from her. We have seen this season after season, multiple seasons. He put up with a lot, whether he was in Nigeria or in the United States. That little snippet just showed how she got upset and wanted to leave. She talked to him very disrespectful.
Hit a breaking point. Can you tell us what was the final straw?
I was just treated badly by her. Whenever she's upset, she can do whatever she wants. And the law here, I don't want any issue. I don't want any bad record of my name. So I tend to, keep it cool. To be honest, I was scared. Sometimes when she's very upset,
Hmm.
she made me feel scared.
Looking back, Michael, why did you allow yourself to receive that treatment?
It's because I loved her for real. I loved her, and regardless of
But you
Now, Michael, again, he's claiming he loved her and all this other stuff. No, Michael, the reality is that you were trying to get American, citizenship. That's what I believe. Hey, listen, at this point, it's no use to lying about it. But if he felt that he loved her, hey, for you all that believe that, you're more happy. You have the right to believe it. I believe otherwise. But if he felt like he loved her, hey, he wants to say that. I disagree. But the reality of that, from my perspective, is Michael pretty much got upset with the fact that, listen, getting this American citizenship is not worth this. I'm getting the hell out and I'm going back to Nigeria.
loved her. You said you loved her earlier because of the way she treats her family and all of that, and
Yeah,
that
yeah, I love that.
that
But
was enough.
it has gotten to the limit I couldn't just bear it anymore. Since I got to the state, we didn't have sex. We never had sex.
Oh.
She sleeps in the room, I sleep on the couch. That's how we've been living. If anything happened in the house, I'll be the first person to be called. I can't even be free in the house. Always monitoring me, checking my phone and all that.
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
I can.
So it sounds like to me, Michael, you were living under bondage. She didn't trust you because she was not confident that she could keep you. She didn't trust you because she knew that you being a young man, black man at that, in your prime, and she's over the goddamn hill, that you probably wouldn't leave her for another woman. And to me, that's the logical thing to believe. And the reason why she's probably at her age lonely and can't find a man and had to go through the depths of seeking a foreigner is because of her personality. Now, she did lose weight. She obviously got some type of medical intervention to lose weight, because I doubt she did it naturally. But I do think that she to me looks a certain way now, and she may have more confidence, but her attitude and her personality, who she is at the core, is still there, and she basically mistreated him. And so at that point, he felt like, I can't take it anymore, I'll move on, and that's that. So this is basically Michael, this is basically Angela. They're basically separated. He decided to move on. I pretty much kind of knew that this was going to happen at some point. It's unfortunate, but hey, all good things come to an end. Once again, guys, I appreciate you all for being here. This is D Durrell with YouTube Uploads and Streams. Have a great day.